We are on our way to Chick-fil-A because, you know, great minds think alike.
You got the summertime love. I work for your heart all night till the dawn. You stay when they switch doors. I know you're the one.
We've ordered, this one has our mask on. I caught her in the bad moment. But, you know, there it is. Yeah, the meal delivery zone.
So excited. I'm so hungry.
You're so hungry?
So hungry. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have my bestie, Verity. She's in town. Yeah. And we used to dance competitively for like a long time.
Yeah, all through middle school and high school.
Okay, so we did like 5 years, 5 or 6. Yeah, and we're just gonna be telling you guys while we eat our lovely Chick-fil-A, what dance competitions were really like.
So if you want to start at the very beginning, like how practices go?
Okay, yeah. We can talk about like
our 2-hour practice. Oh gosh.
Okay. We were with a dance studio called Kathy Marfin's Dance School.
Yes.
And then the
Lady and Edge Dance Company
was the competition team, exactly. And so we got like little letters that were like, you guys have been selected to be on
little blue slips. They're cute.
They're super cute.
Oh wait, we have company week.
Company week. Yes.
Company week, and that's when you meet everyone, you get buddies, we do games, so like it's like a team building week, and then we learn all our dances except solos and duets unless like you talk to the teacher about it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
I was like exhausted from it because it was like all day, 8 to 5, every day for a week. That's like a lot.
Right before school started.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a week before school started and a week before regular dance classes started.
Yeah, and so then you would learn like the first like minute and a half to 2 minutes of your dance, depending on the dance.
At least you try to get at least half of it done that week.
Yeah, so that you don't have as much to do later on. So then after company week, we have Saturday rehearsals, and typically all of your dances are going to be on Saturday rehearsals. Your solos, duets, yeah, if you're older, are going to be during the week whenever you guys like can find a time.
After 9 o'clock classes.
Yes,
so then you 10 o'clock at night.
Exactly. On a school night.
Unless you're like us and you put your solo and duet at the same time and you do 2-hour rehearsal on Saturday after your classes.
Like dumb.
Yeah.
We were so exhausted.
I had 2 solos. She had 2, and we had our duet. So we were like, oh, well, we can knock all 5 out in 2 hours because they were the same teacher that did all 5 of them.
Yeah. And then we would get to our duet, and we were just mentally and physically exhausted. She'd be like, guys, run it again. And we would just be like dying laughing. And she'd be like, I need you guys to focus. And we'd be like, I'm sorry. And then Verity would do something else stupid. I'd be like, oh my God. It was horrible. So then we get to the competition times. First off, you get up at like
the break of dawn.
Right, yeah, before the sun is even up. And like for me, because I have like, my hair is unruly, I always had to take a shower like before so that the hairspray would stick. And then you have to like make your bun or whatever your hairstyle is for your first dance, which is typically like a bun.
The company bun.
Oh yeah.
The little worms.
Yeah, and then they always made it difficult.
Every year they changed. You had to like do like little swirls, and one year it was just a straight bun, and then one year it was like a braid into a bun.
Oh, another time it was like a waterfall thing.
I wasn't there.
That one was horrible. And so your hair takes like an hour, and it has to be like so slicked back because if there's any flyaways, like you'll get yelled at. And so then you have to do your makeup. Makeup took so long because you had to cake it on. If you weren't like the darkest makeup you could possibly have, then you were doing it wrong.
And you get yelled at.
Exactly. Fake eyelashes.
Those, no.
Unless the competition was like super close to where we were, like if we were in a hotel or something, I never put my fake eyelashes on until like right before. Yeah, and then Verity's like literally allergic to the glue of the fake eyelashes, so her eyes are getting like itchy and watery.
I can't see, so it's hard to even dance.
Okay, so then Some of the competitions, like if you didn't get a hotel or something, they'd be like over an hour away. Like, so most of the ones that we went to, we had this one competition venue, I guess, that like had a big stage and like a bunch of rooms for us to change and stuff. That one was in
Kyle or Buda, Texas.
from Verity's house. It was close, like 45 minutes. From everybody else, it was like an hour and a half. So then you had to like leave so that you had enough time to get there, and then you also have to be there like 2 hours before your dance.
And that's if they're running on schedule. If not, then you have to be there even earlier.
Oh yeah, there's so many competitions
That run early.
Why would you run early? Like literally, if you know you're gonna run early, put that in the program so people know. Ugh, yeah. I know there was one competition. It was our large group was first or something, and like nobody was there because they were running like 3 hours early. So yeah, then you get there. We'll just say it's a good day. You left an hour and a half.
Good day.
Good day, right? You got up at the crack of dawn. You did your makeup. You did your hair. Then you drove the hour and a half to the venue. Then you still have 2 hours before your dance. So
It's a stretch.
that's when you exactly warm up, stretch. If you don't stretch, you could do like me and pull your hamstring right before your duet.
Yep, but still did the duet
Oh yeah.
and group.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was the only one that wasn't injured that year for group. Everybody else was dropping like flies that year. I was the only one, and then after that year I broke. No, that was the year I broke my hand that fall.
Mhm.
And then that's
No,
it.
I thought you got hurt too, cause everybody got hurt.
Oh, my Achilles flared up.
Her
But like,
Achilles.
I didn't get diagnosed yet.
I think Allie broke her foot.
Allie broke her foot. I know Linda got hurt.
Linda like rolled her ankle really bad in practice, so then she was like, it just like never was able to heal because we were doing competition. So, yeah, I pulled my hamstring and then had to do 3 competitions on a pulled hamstring. That was fun. Mhm. Anyway, so you're there.
You gotta make sure you don't eat anything.
Oh yeah, so you're like hungry and you need like fuel, but also if you eat, you'll like throw up.
Also, you
So-
get yelled at if you eat.
Oh yeah, and you'll get yelled at.
So you have water.
If you are like actually dying, you can have a granola bar, but that's like
to prove you're dying.
yeah. You have to like be on the floor like in a ball like please. So you got like an hour before your dance, right? So now we have to practice the dance, run through it, go through corrections, and we would find like an open space. Like sometimes if you were lucky, you'd get like
The front.
the front area, which
Yeah.
had like there was like no carpet or anything. It was like super nice.
That one time we stole teacher snacks because it was only us at the.
Yes, that was so much fun. So it was it our solos?
It was our duet and our solos.
But how come Carrie wasn't there? So for some reason our teacher wasn't there. Oh, it was an extra competition. So like not everybody did
preparing
it.
ourselves for nationals.
We did an extra one. And so we like, because we were the only ones there for our studio, we got teacher passes, which were like, would have been given to the teachers, but the teachers weren't there. So your girls used them to get snacks. We didn't even know. Like the teachers get all these like special accommodations and stuff. They get this whole room to themselves where they can like be alone from everybody, and they get all these like free snacks. But we did perform at a birthday party. That was so much fun. And she also had these little like little cupcake thingies that were so good. I'll insert a picture of us there. It was super fun. Like they asked us to do it for her first birthday? Yeah, first birthday. Okay, so you just practiced your dance to no end. They're like, oh, we need you backstage because you're in the next like 4 dances. So then you run back, Oh, also you've already put on your costume at this point.
When you get there.
Yeah. So then you just like do your last minute like touch-ups.
And then
if
you're
you
on
have
stage,
any.
and then it all seems like a blur, and you're done.
Yep. And you're just like nervous energy backstage. Don't know what to do. Oh, if you're really unlucky, they'll have an intermission right before your dance. And then you're back there for like 15
Always
minutes.
happens to me.
Mm-hmm.
Always happened to me.
You just
They don't
wanna
even
go on.
tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also the thing, when they run ahead, they just put them in there.
Mm-hmm. To like make up time. Yeah, so you like have to walk off and smile and everything. And then if you have like another dance, okay, they could schedule you to where you have 5 dances in between.
Within an hour.
Yeah.
Like 5 like all your 5 dances in an hour and like 3 between. And
Yeah.
that means you
like literally get off, you like change clothes.
run, change, come back, check in, and back on stage.
Exactly. Like you don't even practice the dance. You're like, I hope I remember it. I hope muscle memory takes over. Which it does, but like, I remember one time we did this Star Wars jazz dance. It was, okay, first off, the costume was horrible because there was sequins that went in between your legs. And so when you would rub, they would get caught together, and then you'd have to like pull your legs
I had
apart.
the sequins up my arm, I had the bodysuit underneath because I'm allergic to sequins also, so you know.
Yeah, Verity's allergic to everything. I did a turn, like, and then I turned around and I literally did not know where we were going. I didn't know where I was. I was like, am I in the right spot? Like, I just started moving, and then I like remembered what was going on, and I was like, oh my god, okay. And then I was like in the right spot. But like, it was so scary. I completely just blacked out. Like, I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's just really stressful. And then, so it's either you have one of two things happen to you. You either have all your dances in literally an hour.
Or all your dances
Or-
in the span of the day.
Exactly. Or you have like 6 hours in between your dances, which is like almost worse because then your body is like so cold.
Yeah,
You have to like.
you only have to, you eat light.
Mhm.
You can't eat heavy, but then you can't have fast food, but only around the one place in Kyle is fast food.
Exactly. So what else are you gonna eat? I remember one
Cedric.
time. This was like at the beginning when I was like towards the beginning of when I was doing competition. I went and I got Panda Express and I got white rice and like I think I got like beef and broccoli, right? And I came back and I was like, this is so healthy. Like I'm getting my like white rice is my like what protein is rice protein? What is rice? Carbs. I'm getting my carbs, I'm getting my protein from my meat, I'm getting my vegetables, like, this is so good. And literally, like, the teachers looked at me and they were just like, you are not eating that right now. I was just like, but I'm hungry. So,
You know, I always ate healthy during competitions, and I always got yelled at for eating bad stuff after competition. Like, we would go and have dinner, you know, because there's cliques.
love being a part of teenage girls being jerks.
But we'd go eat out as, like, a dance family.
Yeah.
And so I'd eat fruit all day, and I'd eat healthy. But then I go to the restaurant and eat something with a lot of carbs, and I get yelled at. Like, I ate good all day, made sure my body was warm, made sure it was stretched, made sure I was fueling it right, and I get to relax now since my body is cold and I'm done.
It's just like nothing you could do was good enough.
No.
Ever. So yeah, then you've had 2 days of this, like Saturday and Sunday. Typically,
Sometimes Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
yeah. And then you go home, you sleep, like as soon as you hit the pillow because you're just exhausted. And then you have to wake up and go to school on Monday morning. Oh yeah, then there's awards. We forgot awards. Basically, you go on stage for like a million years and just sit there, and then they call out your name every once in a while, and somebody like goes up and picks up the award from the lady or the man,
Usually.
and then you sit back down.
Yeah,
That's
those weren't the fun times. I mean, they were fun for us. We weren't allowed to have our phones on stage, but you know,
Everybody had their phones.
everybody
yes.
had their phone on stage.
We were all just like on our phones. You'd be like texting people, taking
We had
Snapchats.
Snapchats to each other.
Mhm.
To each other. We're right next to each other. And we're just like taking Snapchats with each other, and then you see it up on your phone, and then you take another one with them, and it's just like the wars went on for like maybe 3 hours.
They were
sometimes.
so long.
It depends on how big the category or like how big the session is. Sometimes it's just like solos, duets, trios, like and that's it.
And sometimes you'd wait through a 2-hour long award for one dance.
I usually just waited for large group a lot and more.
Yeah, large group is like not fun. Okay, so we're gonna end this video here. Any final words for the viewers?
Do not do competitive dance. That's it. It's too. I mean, it's worth it and it makes you push. Don't.
But
do
it's
it.
so stressful
Don't do it.
and like
Especially in high school, don't do it.
yeah, enjoy yourself.
I just did competition during high school and yeah, I regret it, but it's okay.
yeah, I'd say enjoy your lives.
Yes, dance, yes.
Yes,
Competitive competition team, it's a maybe.
yeah.
If you really want to.
But anyways, thanks for watching,
Yeah.
and we will be back in in a new video soon.
I was kissing you with my eyes open.